Wikis are an inclusive way of communicating between people. It could be just a few people or many, but the key criteria are that it is organic and not static. A wiki opens up an ease of communication within a classroom, within a local group, as well as an extra-local group. It is a way to communicate with students, parents, and colleagues. Wikis eliminate the need for face-to-face collaboration, thereby facilitating community interactions. A wiki is a website or web page that allows users to add, modify, or delete its content. A parallel would be a bulletin board that is open either to everyone or to a select group of people. People can just view the bulletin board, they can add to it, or they can change what's on the board. It is a shared workspace particularly effective with multi-participant projects. That ease of variability is the source of its strengths as well as its weaknesses. Wikis are written and powered by wiki software and supported on web browsers. There are various levels of access for the users, from full access with editing rights to read-only access. The creator of the site determines its initial content and the level of participation with other users. There are many reasons for creating and using a wiki. The key ingredient is collaboration and a shared workspace. Wikis are great places to brainstorm with many people on a project. The collaboration can happen without emailing to each individual since everyone can see everything. Because of its informal format, there is freedom to be divergent and include all ideas. Wikis are accessible everywhere there is a web connection. They are also very inclusive since everyone can give input. Once the wiki site is chosen, the administrator sets up the page. A user account has to be created and the project can possibly be broken into sections. Other considerations, particularly for teachers, are the important questions that should be answered, such as, are there permissions to post student work? Use student names. Use student pictures and include information about the class. There are some disadvantages also. Along with having great access to post ideas and comments, there is great access to post ideas and comments that are not welcome. Among the acceptable users, anyone can input information that might be untrue and/or controversial. There's a certain amount of administrative oversight that must occur for the safety and legitimacy of users and the site. Users can make unacceptable changes or even eliminate parts or all of the wiki components without having permission. Having automatic backups or making manual backups would be important. Students must know that an in-house wiki can be more controlled and trusted than a wiki open to the general public. As a collaborative project, students can respond to books, movies, or a different forum for class discussions. Students who are quieter might like this forum since they can contribute without saying anything. It is also an efficient way of showing off student work. A wiki is also a very useful site among colleagues. It can be set up to share good ideas, questions, or place a collaborative work on a project. Setting up a best links place would be a perfect use of a wiki. A unique example of effectively using a wiki occurred in a college class. The class was set up using a wiki to write a textbook. The professor decided that instead of finding a text that was already written, he wanted his students to take the time and create a chapter. He listed the titles of the chapters and allowed the students to choose whichever section they wanted to write about. After they had completed it and saved the chapter, throughout the course of several weeks they reviewed other chapters and added to or revised those. It was a productive and unique way to learn the material and to examine other information that classmates were exclusively researching. There are two major ways teachers use wikis in their classrooms: classroom organization and classroom content. Some teachers use a wiki as a way of organizing classroom material for students and parents. It is a communal site to house assignments, syllabus, notes, worksheets, and messages. It is also a place parents can visit for information about the class and to receive parent letters. For classroom content, teachers can post articles, references, book chapters, or pertinent links to be used for assignments and also to pass on additional interesting content. Both students and teachers can post to the Interesting Content folder. The use of wikis can be a piece of the evolution needed in bridging educational practices with the operations of the world outside of school. Wikis can reinforce communication between all the stakeholders in a school community.